Hey everyone, it's Will Sickles from Busy Parent Guide. Thanks for watching. Today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that my wife and I often struggle with still, but have put a few techniques in place to help us out, and that's child discipline and child behavior. I wanted to give you a few tips and techniques that we've implemented, 3 tips actually, um, in our lives to help us with behavior and keep it under control. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1, and I think this is the most important tip, it's to stay consistent. Stick with the rules that you lay down and the consequences you lay down for your child. Follow through with the consequences. They learn so quickly that if you don't follow through with consequences, they'll pick that up. They'll say that they'll think to themselves that it's okay to be bad because mommy or daddy, they're not really going to do anything. What they're saying they won't follow through with. So it almost, I feel, happens on an unconscious level. So it's so important that you stick to the rules, stay consistent, especially if there is mom and dad in the house, then you both have to stay consistent with each other, stick with the rules, and follow through on consequences, because your child will learn very quickly that they can get away with things if you don't follow through. Tip number 2, go with the techniques that your child learns the best from. What you can't do is you can't change your child's personality completely, right? So you want to go with something that works, something that your child can understand what they did wrong and fix the behavior in the future. For example, my oldest daughter, timeout, the discipline of timeout worked great with her. She understood, she learned from it very quickly, and the bad behavior discontinued after a few timeouts. So she really did well with timeouts. My youngest daughter, she honestly could care less about timeouts, so we use them a little less with her because they're less effective. Tip number 3, find out the underlying why for your child's bad behavior. Did something happen at school? Is there a family situation that they're not comfortable with? The faster you can get to the why they are acting out, the faster you'll be able to manage the behavior, or the behavior will diminish. The tough thing here is getting the why from a child that doesn't want to talk or can't tell you why. For my oldest daughter, I know what usually happens is no matter how many times we ask what happened at school, what's wrong, she won't give us the underlying why for her bad behavior until bedtime, of course. But then we find out why, somebody bothered her at school or something like that, and that was the true cause of the bad behavior. But the faster you can find out the why, the faster the bad behavior will go away. Bonus tip for you, set a routine. This is extremely important as well. Many times bad behavior comes about because you're introducing something to your child that they did not expect. Bedtime could be a surprise to your child if you don't have a routine. So do you have a routine? Check your routine first. Do you have a routine for bedtime? Does it happen at the same time every night? We try to do every night same time, so that around 7:30 it's quiet and calm time. We get books. We're not running around in our house. The kids know that when the clock says 7:30, it's quiet and calm time. And then right after quiet and calm time becomes pajama time. And then after pajama time, of course, is bedtime. There's a routine that we establish every night. And that way there's no surprises which can trigger bad behavior for our kids. Does it happen great every single night? No, of course not. But 99% of the time, the kids know the schedule, and of course they try to resist it a little bit, but they're used to it and there's no surprises, so there's hardly any trigger for bad behavior. I hope these help. These are techniques that my wife and I have implemented over the past 5 years of being parents that have worked, and a couple others that I picked up around the web and from some colleagues. So I hope those help. Hope you got value out of this. If you have any more that you would like to offer, please put them in the comments below so that we all can see them and benefit from them. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you soon.